Deuce here. Today I'm going to cover some 1887 technique. Today I'm going to be using my own personal gun, which is an original Winchester 1887, second year production. Action work and drop tune mod done by Fireball. Okay. Couple of things. I'll start right off from the get-go. A lot of guys think there's a difference whether you start carrier up or carrier down. There isn't really. I start carrier up just because it gives me something positive that I know when I'm loading. It kind of gives me that click. Gives me a little positive reinforcement when I get those two shells in there nicely. It's whatever you're used to. I don't think there's a decided advantage between either one. First thing to do is find the balance point of the gun, which in most barrel lengths is going to be right in front of the receiver or right at the receiver. Okay, right about where my hand is at. That's a good place to pick the gun up from its stage position. Right-handers, that means you're going to want to stage the gun right side down. Left-handers, you're going to be opposite. When you're coming up with the gun, you're going to pretty much scoop it up, or else when you're starting for port arms, it'll look something like this. I'm going to go over two different techniques today. One's going to be a strong hand load. One's going to be a weak hand load. For both techniques, for the first two shells, I'll be using my strong hand. I'll show you the strong hand load first. I'm going to come up. You can do it one of two ways. You can load the gun right from this position, or you can bring it to your shoulder and load it from there. I'll show you what that looks like. Bring the gun up, throw the shells in there. What I'm doing, I'll show you the position the shells are in, how they're coming out of my belt. They're stacked. I'm bringing them out just like this. Okay, so they're coming out, going into the gun. One thing you'll notice, not so much on the repros, especially the Chiappas, you'll notice that the port is not real large. It doesn't give you a whole lot of tolerance on the shells. So, but the Chiappa's based off the 10 gauge frame, so it gives you more play and actually a bigger port to hit when you're dealing with 12 gauge. So I'll show you this at probably 50, 60, 70% speed, somewhere in that area. I'm going to load my first two shells, bring them up, follow up with the next two, follow up with the next two. Okay. Again, very important that you get nice full strokes with this gun. Okay, a lot of people are gonna, in order to get the full stroke out of that gun, they have to cut their butt stocks a little bit shorter. I could probably benefit from that on this gun. I don't shoot the gun enough, and I really don't want to cut the original stock. But that will help most people to get about a 12.5 or 13-inch length of pull, because it's just you're gonna be able to get that extension, get that nice full stroke. Second technique I'll show you. You're going to load the first two, just like with the strong hand. First two, you're going to come up. She's going to focus in here a minute. Bring the shells up like this. I'm going to roll them right into the gun. Okay. What I like about that technique is that my strong hand stays on the lever, gun stays to the shoulder at all times. Allows you to get a little bit more of a cheek weld on there. One other technique that I'll show you, wait till I collect a few of the shells here. It's a grab 4 technique, which works really well when you have some time in between the gun. Basically how that works is you're gonna grab two shells in each hand, two here, two here. Okay, you're gonna do your pickup just like you would right in front of the receiver. Boom, boom, and you've got the two shells. Boom, boom. Okay. Again, I'll show you that. Like I said, this works really well when you have some time between long guns and some distance and some ground to cover where you can grab those two shells. So you're going to grab two in the right, two in the left, bring the gun up. That can be a real quick and efficient way to do it. I've seen Chili Pepper Pete Shoots classic cowboy, shoots an original 87. I've seen him get some sub, 3.5 second runs out of that. It's all about practice with this gun. These guns, when they go south, they really go south. It's very important that you stay steady with them, and because the crash factor can be pretty high at times. But again, as I like to mention in this video, whenever you're dry firing at home, make sure the area is completely void of all live ammo, that you're only using your dummy rounds, and that your dummy rounds are clearly marked so you can tell the difference between your live ammo and your dummy rounds. So hopefully this technique video helps some of you out, and thanks for watching. Appreciate it.